Hi everyone, I'm Jose.
And I'm Michaela, and today we're going to do a 2023 Twin Flame predictions reading, and this is a special reading that is new to this channel, and we're going to basically be doing predictions and reading the energy of the upcoming year for 2023 for all Twin Flames watching this. And we're going to do one card for each quarter of the year, so each quarter is going to have its own theme. And it'll all add up to one overarching energy for the year of 2023. So we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah, let's go.
And we're using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland, the Oracle deck. And so for the first quarter of the year, we have Find Balance, number 2, and it's a wheel. For the first 3 months of the year. I think this card is talking about finding balance on your journey to Harmonious Union, and not being hyper focused on your twin flame, because when you're only focused on your twin flame and what they're doing, it does imbalance you and it derails you from what really matters, which is you focusing on yourself and your relationship within yourself. And when you do that, that's what attracts your twin flame to you. And I also feel like it's, finding balance in your life, between all aspects of your life. This should probably be, it's something we've been working on even now. So it seems like a theme that's going to be happening for the first quarter of 2023 is finding balance, whether that's between work, your social life, work-life balance, spiritual work balance, making sure that you are living a balanced life that feels good to you. Do you have anything?
Yes, I think for me, since this is the first quarter of the year, normally people have new goals and things you want to do for the new year, like a new start.
New Year's resolution.
Yeah, a new year resolution, and some people can go like a little out of balance for those, and maybe even in this journey. I remember for me, new year, I'm going to make it happen.
The gyms get full.
Yeah,
people go to the gym.
Yeah, going to do everything at once, but it is important to find the balance in this journey, and remember that the way forward is from peace. It's not anxiety, it's not rushing, it's not pushing for a week and then burning out. Remember that if you want to have your twin flame in a sustainable way and your spiritual path to maintain it, you need to have peace and balance in your life. So there is not a matter of pushing more. It's a matter of maybe a new commitment, a renewed commitment with your journey, going deeper in whatever way that means.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think something that's very important for this journey is sustainability, rather than trying to dive in and get it all done at once, which I see happen a lot. And I even had a bit of that approach in the beginning.
Me too.
Where you just want to do it all at once, you want to hit all your blocks at once, but it's so important to remember that you're an eternal soul. And this journey is a process, and it's very similar to how you plant a seed in the ground. That seed there's a process of growth that happens. So when you choose your Harmonious Union, you've planted that seed in the ground, and your job is to nurture the seed. Water it, give it sunlight, take care of the soil, you nurture it. And it's the same with your Harmonious Union, and that looks like doing your inner healing work every day, working towards your goal every day, but not imbalancing yourself the same way. Like if you get really motivated to go to the gym for a week and you go really hard and then you're totally burnt out and you don't even want to exercise at all, you can do that with your spiritual healing work on the twin flame journey. So it's so important to focus on balance and remember there's no time crunch, there's no limit, there's no rush to get there, and the more that you can relax into the process and do it in a sustainable, balanced way, the faster you can actually receive the result.
Perfect.
Good. So we'll move on to the second quarter of the year. Flow. Kind of like a nice continuation onto that. And I feel like as you start to learn balance, you start to become really sensitive to the flow of life. And you realize that your Harmonious Union and uniting with your twin flame is not even up to you, it's up to the divine, it's up to God. And you just flow with the process, and you do that by healing and focusing on your inner healing. And there's just a nice flow to this journey, especially when you find a nice state of balance, everything really works out for you, and you start to manifest the things that you're creating.
Yes, and remember that movement is not the same as progress. So yes, when you find that balance in your twin flame journey, once you surrender and maybe release any control or expectations you may have, the journey gets pretty easy. You always have the next step in front of you. You know what to do. You are guided to whatever it is you have to do next. And this is the normal result of surrender. You know what to do, and everything works out for you.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, going with the flow and just relaxing and surrendering into the process of harmonious union seems like a theme that will evolve from, you know, balance into just like a nice balanced state. Like once you've achieved balance, you don't have to struggle to get the result that you desire with your twin flame.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it happen. Like you really just flow with the journey and surrender. And that's going to be apparently the focus of the second quarter of 2023. Do you have anything else?
No, feels pretty good.
So quarter number 3. Oh, that's nice. Simply love. I think that's very nice. It's like I get immediately just like union with your twin flame. Yeah, that, you know, that's what this journey is all about. It's about loving yourself unconditionally first and foremost, and that unconditional love that you have towards yourself is what really magnetizes your twin flame to you. So no matter what lesson you're going through on your journey, your twin flame is always asking if you love them unconditionally or not. You know, no matter how much they might annoy you or trigger you or block you, the lesson is always unconditional love. And when you've mastered unconditional love, then the universe will bring you together for that next step. And so it sounds like that will be a theme, is mastering unconditional love. And maybe there will be some tests, because there's always tests, you know, when it comes to unconditional love. You're always going to be tested on if you love unconditionally, if you love your twin flame and yourself unconditionally.
Yeah, especially if you are making the choice to love your twin flame unconditionally. Maybe you receive a test after that.
Yeah.
So you can see, do you love me now? And if you keep loving unconditionally, that is the way to union. And also for me, that card is about simply loving the process and loving yourself. Like once you surrender, once you find the balance, you are in a state of just loving yourself, your life, your twin flame, and it feels very good to be in that space. It's very simple, just love and loving every day. It's a good life, feels good.
Sounds like it's like practice of this journey. Like the things that really matter is surrender, unconditional love, and that does lead to like a mastery of this journey. And once you master unconditional love, in the area of your twin flame, that's when you can achieve your union with them and your harmonious union. But as there's like a quote in Jeff and Shalia's book that says, you're not going to be able to see, taste, touch, hear, smell your twin flame until you love them unconditionally. Otherwise, the universe isn't going to bring them into your life. And so I think that that's a big lesson. The third quarter is really unconditional love of your twin flame and of yourself. And learning love on your journey. This is not a journey about anything but love. So, yeah, do you have anything else for the third? Okay.
Let's go for the next.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Fourth quarter, trust. Yeah, definitely important to trust. I think that's one of the things that I really learned on my journey is trust. Because there were so many times that I didn't really believe, or, you know, I couldn't really conceive of being with my twin flame. But I trusted, and there's like that little voice in your heart that tells you to keep going, and you know that this is real, you know. And of course, like there's lots of, the voice of fear is always, you know, there trying to plant seeds of doubt. But yeah, it's really important just to trust, and to trust that you're headed somewhere with all of this work that you're doing. And when you trust and surrender, you can actually receive your manifestation, your twin flame union.
Yeah, I think for me also, it's about trusting that this is enough. Once you are doing your spiritual work and you are moving forward, that is enough. Because there is this voice maybe in your head of like, no, you need to do more, or control this, or do this. But
send them a text.
Yes, do that thing. But that is not the voice of peace. And it's about trusting that loving unconditionally, doing your inner work, following the process, that's enough. And trust in the process.
Yeah, trust God. Like you're called to this twin flame journey because God or the universe, source desires for you to be with your twin flame. Otherwise, you never would have been guided to even the word twin flame.
Yeah.
Like, you have to trust there's a higher power at work in your life and on your twin flame journey, and that it's perfectly guiding you every moment, every second. You're being guided to your twin flame journey, and sometimes it takes a little longer than you think, you know, and that's something that I remember a while ago. Jeff made a tweet that said, I'm paraphrasing, but when you take a journey, a spiritual journey with God, it usually takes a lot more than you initially thought. But once you get the results, so much better than you initially thought. And that was for me. Like, I remember taking this journey and, you know, choosing my one true love, and I've been choosing that my whole life. Yeah. And I always used to joke, like, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, you know, by just choosing true love. Like, it's this huge, amazing, and beautiful spiritual path of, like, awakening to yourself, you know, your divine self. So I think it feels like a really positive year, you know, a lot of surrender and, you know, going with the flow, trusting, mastering the journey. And it just feels really positive. Like, it feels really, there's like a lot of ease and lightness to it. It feels good.
Coming into peace, a lot of it.
And you're learning that your twin flame union doesn't happen outside of you. Like, it doesn't come from you reaching out to your twin flame or talking to them or putting on a performance or looking perfect or anything like that. Like, it really does come from your inner peace. And when you come into inner peace, you can attract peace, including your twin flame, you know, your perfect partner, your most peaceful person. Yeah. So I think we'll do one more bonus card just as the overarching,
the closed.
Yeah, a closing card. And it's Observe, number 12. What I get from this card, and I remember in a Twin Flame Ascension school class by Jeff and Shalia, they pulled this card and they talked about, like, what you're doing on this journey. Every time you heal yourself with the mirror exercise, every time you heal a block on your twin flame journey, you're bringing a fragmented part of yourself home into union. And if you do that enough time, that's what upsets and triggers are. It's just a part of you that feels separate. And so that's what I get from this card. Like, you're observing where you're feeling upset and where your blocks are, and you're healing those and bringing all of yourself and your energy back into union. And that's it, you know, like, that's basically the process. And there's a whole universe inside that little process. But yeah, like, it's about healing. So I guess, like, focus on the healing, focus on yourself. You don't need to worry about what your twin flame's doing. Like, focus on healing and feeling your feelings. And that is the normal process. We talk a lot about surrender, finding balance, going deeper into faith, trust. This is the process. Upsets are going to come up. And as you move through them, you are going to naturally find those things. That trust, that faith, that surrender. It comes through the inner work. And I guess this is a reminder to keep doing it. And keep moving through that. Your divine masculine is very magnetized by your peace and surrender. Like, there's nothing magnetic about anxiety and control and, like, feeling like you need something from them. But when you really surrender and you give yourself what you need, like, that really brings your twin flame into your life. And so that's kind of the focus of the year, is really loving yourself as usual, but just really going deeper into what that means, because you can go endlessly deeper into love yourself, you know. And if you're new and you don't know how to heal blocks, or if you don't know what we reference with the mirror exercise, you can sign up for the free 8-lesson introductory course, which will explain to you and introduce you to the whole process of healing. And you can check out Jeff and Shalia's body of work, which they share with you everything that you can need to heal separation from your twin flame. It's what brought us together. And what we extend in these videos. And be sure to give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in our next video. See you. Bye.